So we heard it was a Second Age show, but apparently it's come out that they do have rights for some things in the Silmarillion. Well, Silmarillion's first, Second Age. So they do have some things for the First Age. And now this image, the first image they've released for anything for promotional art for the show, is Valinor with the two trees. Man, this looks so good, honestly. New Zealand reacts to the shame of losing Amazon's Lord of the Rings mega series. So what's going to happen is the first series is being filmed in New Zealand, which, yeah, okay, cool. New Zealand, we get the nice backdrops, perfect setting where it should be. But what they're going to do is Amazon Studios' decision to shift production of its untitled Lord of the Rings series from New Zealand to the UK has left the Kiwi production sector in shock.
They deserve to lose all the money, pretty much. They deserve to lose whatever money they're putting into it because you just don't do that.
I saw Elijah Wood had tweeted about that, and he just put like a facepalm thing. Because of the success of the first 3 movies, any Tolkien movie needs to be filmed in New Zealand. It's just doesn't work anywhere else.
The only way you can do it in UK is with green screen.
Yeah,
and it won't work. It won't be the same.
No, it would look like the action scenes from The Hobbit.
Yes,
it looks like a video game.
The issue with The Hobbit was they were f***ing around with 3D technology and higher frame rates at the time, and they were trying to mix in different like filming techniques and stuff with everything else that happened with the studio. Filming of the first season started in April 2020, ran for 18 months. Yeah, it just wrapped up on August 2nd, so a couple of weeks ago. And this is supposed to come out September next year on Amazon Prime. Crew in New Zealand were informed just 20 minutes before the decision was announced on Friday morning.
That makes Amazon...
Doesn't speak highly of the Amazon delivery system, does it?
All right, so it's a shame, and I feel sorry for everyone who has put their hearts into this production. Season 2 is expected to begin later in 2022, so our role now is to work hard to keep the Kiwi screen sector employed. So the series departure opens the door wider to others to come in, and the NZFC will continue to work closely with the government on assisting these productions. Yeah, because they're going to have to get, like, what are they going to use now for content? It's like giving them the keys to New Zealand to film this so you can take the story of Rings, of Tolkien's work, and you just rip it out from under them and say, yeah, thanks for season 1, but yeah, we're out. So New Zealand offers one of the most generous location incentive schemes in the world. See, they give them 20% rebates. They give them incentives to come and film. Amazon was estimated to be spending about 650 million Kiwi filming its first season. Would have been eligible for a rebate of 162 million New Zealand dollars. So Amazon's statement makes it clear that it will walk away from New Zealand $33 million of uplift that was agreed in April when the company indicated but did not commit to shooting the second season. So they lost that money when they didn't want to shoot in New Zealand. I mean, it is, if you've got production crews from the UK to go all the way to New Zealand, it's a long way. So UK also offers substantial location incentives, 25% of qualifying film and high-end TV production expenditure, with 10% of that required to be spent in the UK. So, okay, a quarter of their production.
If you take New Zealand out of the Lord of the Rings, you're fucking it up. It needs to be there. You can't recreate that with CGI. It just won't look right.
No, it'll look like the Star Wars prequels.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they went back to New Zealand, but went back there with green screens, especially if it was JJ. But no, I think taking it out of New Zealand is stupid. I don't think that I don't think it's going to completely ruin it. I don't think what I'm trying to say is I feel like they could do it somewhere else, but should they do it somewhere else? No. The shots, the uniqueness of New Zealand, there's something more to capture there. I mean, New Zealand, they're always going to have the original movies, aren't they? I mean, you can go and visit Bilbo and Frodo's home in New Zealand.
That's where I want to go because they still have the Shire.
Yeah.
It's like a
set.
So.
Oh, they'll never get rid of that. That's one of their biggest draws.
The issue is, look, how many seasons? This is going to run for 6 or 7 seasons. So they're like, we'll flagship the show in New Zealand for season 1, but we'll move it all to the UK for another 5 or 6 seasons.
Do you think it will last for that many seasons, though?
Well, they've already ordered the second, which is going to start filming pretty soon, but then that means they're going to base it over in England. But
yeah, they must be pretty confident. They must be pretty confident to come out and say that they're doing 6, did you say 6, 7 seasons?
It's already had a hell of a lot of trouble, though, because the Tolkien experts, the real Tolkien experts, they left early
Mhm.
on for creative differences. And now we have the shill sites already trying to run ops, right?
OneRing.net, our favorite shill site. Ian McKellen, upon hearing Lord of the Rings is moving to the UK during COVID.
As if he would be happy with it.
Oh, jeez.
He wouldn't.
I kind of think, is it really a big deal? And then I think, yeah, it is really a big deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And then these guys want to retweet Elijah Wood like they're trying to back it, like saying, keep it. How can you be so fucking mentally disconnected in 2 tweets, one after the other? You're retweeting Elijah Wood, face palming that they're moving the production to the UK, and then you say Ian McKellen, upon hearing the Lord of the Rings is moving to the UK. How can you have that much disconnect?
The person running that social media account didn't even know about the One Ring when they were counting the rings of power, right?
Yeah, because there's
Yeah,
19, right? 19 total. Is that according to OneRing.net?